Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's often misunderstood: sodium. We hear a lot about cutting back on salt, but did you know your body actually needs sodium to function? That's right. It's not the villain it's often made out to be, as long as it's in the right balance. So let's explore the surprising benefits of sodium and then uncover the top foods and drinks where it's most commonly found. First up, what does sodium actually do for us? Well, its number one job is maintaining fluid balance. Think of sodium and potassium as a dynamic duo. They work together inside and outside our cells to manage water levels, which is crucial for everything from blood pressure regulation to keeping our organs happy. Without enough sodium, this delicate balance can get thrown off, leading to dehydration or, in severe cases, a dangerous condition called hyponatremia. Next, sodium is essential for our nerves and muscles. Every single time you think, move a muscle, or even feel a touch, that's your nervous system firing off electrical signals. Sodium ions play a starring role in creating these electrical impulses. They rush into nerve cells to kickstart the signal and then are pumped back out. This same process allows our muscles, including our heart, to contract and relax properly. So from blinking your eyes to your heart beating, you have sodium to thank. Another vital function is nutrient absorption. In our small intestine, sodium helps transport key nutrients like glucose, amino acids, and certain vitamins from our gut into our bloodstream. It acts like a tiny taxi service, binding to these nutrients and carrying them across the cell membranes so our body can actually use the fuel and building blocks from the food we eat. Without sufficient sodium, our nutrient absorption would be far less efficient. So it's clear we need sodium, but the modern diet often gives us way more than we require. The recommended daily intake for a healthy adult is generally around 2,300 milligrams, which is about 1 teaspoon of table salt. However, most people consume significantly more. Why is that? It's because sodium is a fantastic preservative and flavor enhancer, making it a go-to ingredient in many processed foods. Now let's get into the main event. Where is all this sodium hiding? Let's count down the biggest sources of sodium in the global diet. You might be surprised by some of these. Starting our list are processed meats. Things like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meats, and jerky are packed with sodium. Salt is used not only for flavor, but also as a preservative to extend shelf life and prevent bacterial growth. A couple of slices of ham or a single hot dog can contain a significant portion of your daily sodium allowance. These are convenient for sure, but they are consistently one of the highest sources of sodium in many countries. Next up, we have canned soups and broths. While a warm bowl of soup can be comforting, the canned versions are often loaded with salt to enhance their flavor and keep them shelf-stable for years. Even the reduced sodium versions can still be quite high. Just 1 cup of a typical canned chicken noodle soup can have over 800 milligrams of sodium. It's always a good idea to check the label, or better yet, make your own soup at home where you can control the salt. Let's talk about bread and rolls. This one catches a lot of people off guard because bread doesn't taste particularly salty. However, because we eat it so frequently, the sodium adds up quickly. Salt is a key ingredient in bread making. It controls the yeast, strengthens the gluten structure, and adds flavor. A single slice of bread can contain anywhere from 100 to 200 milligrams of sodium. If you have a sandwich for lunch, you could be starting with 400 milligrams before you even add any fillings. Moving on to pizza and other cheesy dishes. Pizza is a triple threat when it comes to sodium. You have sodium in the crust, the tomato sauce, and of course, the cheese. Cheese, by its nature, is a high-sodium food, as salt is crucial for its texture, flavor, and preservation. Add on processed meat toppings like pepperoni or sausage, and a single slice of pizza can easily push you over 600 or 700 milligrams of sodium. The same goes for dishes like macaroni and cheese or lasagna. Another major category is sauces, dressings, and condiments. Think soy sauce, ketchup, mustard, salad dressings, and barbecue sauce. These are designed to pack a punch of flavor, and salt is the easiest way to do it. Just 1 tablespoon of soy sauce can have nearly 1,000 milligrams of sodium, which is almost half the daily recommendation. When you drizzle dressing on your salad or add ketchup to your fries, you're often adding a lot more sodium than you realize. Let's not forget about savory snacks. This is probably the most obvious category. Potato chips, pretzels, crackers, and salted nuts are classic examples. The salt is right there on the surface, making them taste delicious and incredibly moreish. It is very easy to sit down with a bag of chips and consume a huge amount of sodium without even thinking about it. While they're a tasty treat, they are one of the biggest contributors to excess sodium intake worldwide. Frozen meals and ready-to-eat dinners are also major culprits. For the sake of convenience, these meals rely heavily on sodium for both flavor and preservation. From frozen pizzas to microwavable pasta dishes and TV dinners, the sodium content can be astronomical, sometimes containing more than a full day's worth in a single serving. They make busy weeknights easier, but it comes at a cost to your sodium intake. What about drinks? While most drinks aren't high in sodium, some definitely are. Certain sports drinks contain sodium and other electrolytes to help with rehydration after intense exercise, which is their intended purpose. However, drinking them casually can add unnecessary sodium to your diet. Another surprising source can be vegetable juices, like canned tomato juice. While it seems healthy, it's often salted for flavor, so always check the nutrition label. Finally, we have restaurant and fast food meals. When you eat out, it's much harder to control your sodium intake. Chefs use salt generously to make food taste great. From fast food burgers and fries to sit-down restaurant dishes, the sodium levels are often much higher than in home-cooked versions. A single combo meal can sometimes exceed the entire recommended daily limit for sodium. So what's the key takeaway here? Sodium is essential for our health, but the balance is critical. The problem isn't sodium itself, but the massive quantities hidden in the processed and prepared foods that are so common in our modern diet. The best way to manage your intake is to be aware of where it's coming from. Cooking more meals at home, reading nutrition labels, and choosing fresh, whole foods over processed ones are the most effective strategies. Focus on a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins, and use herbs and spices to flavor your food instead of relying solely on salt. By understanding both the benefits and the sources of sodium, you can make smarter choices that support your overall health without having to fear this vital mineral. It's all about finding that healthy balance. Thanks for watching today. I hope you found this breakdown helpful. If you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into health and nutrition. Drop a comment below and let me know which high sodium food surprised you the most. See you in the next video.